Okay, Abosted. My name is Blue Elk, Pachidintu Magibson. I'm a storyteller, knowledge keeper for my people. I'm from the Stony tribe and Stony Cree, predominantly Stony. My teachings and my knowledge comes from the Stonies. And what we're going to be offering is storytelling based on the individual. The normal concept for the European standard, for the contemporary standard of learning, when you sign up for a course, when you attend a function, there's an agenda. And the agenda outlines the content of the information to be shared. That's what you're there for, the content. We're going to be using our concept of learning, our concept of teaching, our concept of interacting. This is how we've, for generations, for millennia, how we've passed on this knowledge through folklore, through traditions. A lot of this was based around the camp setting. So we're just adjusting to contemporary standards from modern era. So how we're going to work it, instead of the individual attending a class, all seeking a knowledge, what we're going to do is we're going to meet at an allotted time, agreed time, and we do an introduction. We're going to do it in a circle. Everybody has a chance to speak, to introduce themselves and what they hope to get out of this session. Now, the session, there's going to be limited time, of course, but it's going to be based on the individual. Say, for instance, the first person in the circle wants to know about the weather. So we'll elaborate on the weather, how it affects us, the correlation between weather and nature, and the seasons. And that's just an example. Another example, maybe you want to learn about time, concept of time. Well, there's two different perspectives, and we'll give our perspective, what time is to us, the meaning of it, and we can offer how we perceive it, what it means to us, the importance of it. Relationships, we can delve into relationships. We can go in depth into grief and loss, dealing with death in a family member. Birth, we can deal with birth of a family member, the introduction of new life into the family or into the community. We can also travel, what to expect out of life. Any questions surrounding whatever's troubling you, it's kind of more or less a knowledge, information, and it's a healing through our storytelling. So how we're going to start is we're going to begin, we're all going to meet, like what I said, go around, introduce everybody. And as you introduce yourself, give a little background on why you're here. And then go into what you hope to get out of it, the question you want to ask, the knowledge you're seeking. We don't need to know why you're looking for this. We don't need to know what it's for. We don't need exploitation, but we're going to serve that individual. So, and then we're going to go around each individual until we're done. Then we're going to have a Q&A at the end. So this way everybody can have that personal satisfaction that they've actually achieved something. They've actually retained something. And by going through all this, when we sit down, it's a ceremony. What we'll do is we'll have a prayer. We'll open with a prayer. We'll open with a song. And then we'll begin the process. If we create an ambience, a positive ambience, a good energy, an individual is perceptive, is open, they can absorb what's being shared, as opposed to the expectation of the European standard of saying, okay, the class said this is what I'm going to learn about. Now they learn at their own capacity, or they accept it at their own capacity. The negative impact for that is if you don't bring the proper energy, you won't absorb any of this. So the more you absorb, the more you retain. The more you retain, the more you benefit from this knowledge, from this, what we've just created, this bahagebi, we call it, a meeting, sharing, uchigebi, hichin yache. So I'm just going to sing a song, and this song, it's just a friendship song. It's not a spiritual, cultural, ceremony song. It's just something we'd sing along on our travels, something to express our emotion. So this song, I believe, this came from up east, and they're Cree Indians, and it is for women, woman song. So specifically in a dancing circle, in a powwow circle, this would have been for women dancers. But because we don't have too much time to sing every category, every song, explain everything, we're just going to do this one song by choice. And all songs have a healing component to them. All songs connect with the inner being, who you are. Nadi, Tachana you hops, Maka Ekubit. Creator gave you a body. Emaki is Nagu, Nadi Kubit, give you spirit, soul. Nagu Tachi Kubit, your brain, to think, your emotional pattern. So this kind of reflects on all that, touches on all that, and brings that healing with each individual. So. Eeshneesh, thank you.